What's the one moment that completely broke your trust forever? I used to believe that people in positions of authority would do the right thing when it mattered. That belief died on a Tuesday morning in March when I watched my daughter's principal destroy evidence while lying to my face about it. It started with what seemed like a routine call from Westfield Elementary. The secretary's voice was professionally neutral when she said Emma had been in an incident and could I come in to discuss it. My first thought was playground drama, or maybe she'd forgotten her lunch money again. Emma was 8, quiet, the kind of kid who colored inside the lines and worried about being late to class. I found her sitting outside Principal Morrison's office with red-rimmed eyes and a tissue clutched in her small fist. She looked up when she saw me and whispered, "I didn't do anything wrong, Mommy." The way she said it made my stomach clench because Emma never lied, not even about brushing her teeth. Morrison's office smelled like burnt coffee and cheap air freshener. He was maybe 55, one of those men who wore his authority like an oversized coat, always adjusting it to make sure you noticed. Behind his desk hung framed certificates and a photo of him shaking hands with a superintendent. Emma sat between us in a chair too big for her legs to reach the floor. "Thank you for coming, Mrs. Chen," Morrison said, not looking up from a manila folder. "We need to discuss Emma's behavior in computer class today." Emma's breath caught and she looked at me with panic in her eyes. "I didn't break anything," she said quickly. Morrison opened the folder and pulled out what looked like a printed screenshot. Emma accessed inappropriate content on her school computer during instructional time. The IT department flagged this automatically. He turned the paper toward me and I felt the world tilt. It was a screenshot of a pornographic website, timestamp showing 10:47 a.m. that morning, with Emma's student login visible in the corner. The image was explicit enough that I instinctively moved to block Emma's view, though she'd already seen it and gone pale. "This is impossible," I said. "Emma doesn't even know these websites exist." "The computer logs don't lie, Mrs. Chen. We have a zero-tolerance policy for this kind of behavior." Emma started crying again, quiet tears that she tried to wipe away before anyone noticed. "I didn't go to that website. I was working on my typing practice. I clicked something and it just appeared." Morrison's expression didn't change. Students often claim that after they're caught, the technical evidence is clear. Emma will be suspended for 3 days pending a disciplinary hearing. I felt something cold settle in my chest. "I want to see the IT report. The full technical log, not just a screenshot." "That's not how this works, Mrs. Chen. We don't share sensitive technical data with parents." "Then I want to speak with whoever runs your IT department. Right now." Morrison glanced at his watch like I was inconveniencing him. "Mr. Rodriguez isn't available. He's at a district meeting until Thursday." I looked at Emma, who was staring at her, hands folded in her lap. She looked so small in that oversized chair, accused of something she clearly didn't understand. "Can I at least see the computer Emma was using? Check the browser history?" "The computer has already been reimaged as per our security protocols. We can't preserve potential contamination." That phrase stuck with me. Potential contamination. Like Emma was some kind of virus instead of an 8-year-old who still asked me to check for monsters under her bed. The suspension letter Morrison handed me was already typed and signed, dated that morning before I'd even arrived. Emma Chen, violation of acceptable use policy, accessing inappropriate material, 3-day suspension effective immediately. At the bottom, a note that the incident would remain in her permanent academic record. Check the full story down here.